The other backfield, there's a few backfields with some question marks, including the Cardinals. And earlier in the offseason, all the reports were Chase Edmonds is their bell cow. It's a competition in name only. And since camp started, that really hasn't played out according to the latest reports. They're saying it's a 1-1A situation. They're alternating first-team reps, and there's not a whole ton of consistency right now in terms of establishing a guy. So it sounds to me like it's shaping up to be a committee. Do you think it plays out that way, and do you have any interest in this backfield either way?
Yeah, this backfield was so frustrating last season, and I think the most likely scenario is we see something like last season where James Conner is out touching Chase Edmonds and out snapping Chase Edmonds at just a way more inefficient. Kenyon Drake was like twice as inefficient as Chase Edmonds last year, but he just consistently was seeing 60% of the carries and was on the field on first and second down almost all the time. Meanwhile, Chase Edmonds was number 7 in the NFL in yards per touch. Fantastic, efficient receiver. I think that he is the guy that has the upside. That being said, James Conner was behind a terrible Steelers offensive line last year. So there is still potentially some juice left in him. I'm trying. I think I'm skewing towards pessimism on the fantasy football side of things. But if there's a guy I'm taking, it's definitely Chase Edmonds, just because of the receiving upside. And I don't have faith in the coaching staff to hand over the keys to Chase Edmonds.
I know. It's unfortunate. I'd love to see it. Sadly, I'm with you. I do think it's going to be kind of one of those mind-numbing committees. If he does, James Conner, get that Kenyon Drake role, I mean, that led to the top 5 in goal line carries last year. It could be he's got a nose for the stripe. Edmonds has only seen 1 career goal line carry. Yeah. So he's the only one I find myself landing because he goes 3 rounds later than Edmonds. He has the touchdown equity upside. Even if Edmonds is such a more exciting player, I'm with you. I don't trust the staff to use him right because they haven't yet. And Conner also has the connection as his running backs coach came over from the Steelers and brought him in. So he has that past history. If I'm going to go someone, it's Conner at the discount, but I'm really not targeting this backfield.
No, I like that. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make in fantasy football is assuming optimal coaching. It doesn't happen as much as we want it to. But I think the James Conner thing, I think that's a good call. Honestly, I think people overrate how much James Conner's struggles last year were his fault. If you go back and watch the Steelers games, a lot of his struggles was he just got the ball and got tackled literally immediately because the offensive line was so terrible for the Steelers last year.
Exactly. Well, what is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest WOLFPACK by subscribing below.